What, you don't think Hunter x Hunter is better than Bleach?
I don't think Death Note's better than Bleach. I'll tell you that.
Right,
but I don't think
enough.
Hunter is like. I'm like.
Whoa! What?
I think Bleach is really good.
You just have to say agree or disagree in terms of these hot takes, because some of them might trigger you, and if you want to go even further into it, happy for you to like ram off in terms of why do people think this, but this is people in our Discord, so some of these are wild. Okay, so, and yeah, if you don't know, you can just pass. So Tokyo Ghoul has a better first season than My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, and Fire Force. Agree or disagree?
Ooh, actually, that's not even that. That's not that. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna disagree, but that's not a crazy take at all. That's not a crazy take at all. Because I'm thinking like Demon Slayer season 1 was good because the end. Well, we don't want to talk. Yeah. I don't want to get into that. Demon Slayer,
I personally don't like.
Is it carried by animation?
Yes, it is. It very much is. I don't rate Demon Slayer.
I think the third season, like the Swordsmith arc and Village arc, that was when it's kind of, that one took a bit of a. I think the second arc, like Entertainment District arc, that was really good. But
yeah, that was good. That was decent.
Fire Force season 1 was good. My Hero season 1 that put My Hero on the map. Season 2 for My Hero was definitely like, that's I'm still disagree wholeheartedly. Yeah. But that's not a crazy take. That's not crazy.
All right, Bakugo is a better character than Deku.
I'm like, I can agree with that. I'm like, I don't. That's like. That's I guess, shoot. I'll agree. Like, I'm not gonna argue.
There's no right or wrong answers here. Well, I guess sometimes there is, but season 3 of Korra is better than season 1 and 2 of Avatar The Last Airbender. Season 3 of Korra.
I won't lie, I did not watch Legend of Korra because that was. So it's like he could see book 1 of Avatar is kind of like. There's some like, I don't want to say there's stinkers, but there's kind of some episodes in it. Season 2, I'm like, he could be right. I didn't watch Korra. I'm gonna disagree still because Avatar's still on top. I'm gonna still disagree.
Okay. AOT is the reason why anime is popular today.
Heck no. Disagree. Heck no. What? No, because people say that, like, but Naruto in the West was like extremely popular. Like Naruto was on Cartoon Network back in the day. Like,
Naruto is like mad popular, man.
Naruto's extremely popular. Dragon Ball is extremely popular. Like, I don't, and like when people say when it's like why anime's popular in general, like I'd like to think that like anime was already like a popular in Japan because it comes from Japan. So like it's like a thing of like. Start like I'm thinking about in the West specifically. Just take a Western perspective. It's things like Naruto and stuff like that were like the reason why, not AOT at all. Like that's actually a very foolish take. I'm actually like disgusted that someone would even say something like that, to be honest. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Naruto Shippuden is mid.
I disagree. I'm gonna disagree with that. People give like it's been out. There was like a weird like 1 yearish period where people just started like hating on Naruto a bit more. It was the One Piece fans. Oh yeah.
No, it was not.
But besides, jokes aside, there was like a year period where people were hating on like Naruto, and it's like it's only the last arc y'all do that to because like the Pain arc is one of the best arcs of all time. Like, y'all only do that because of the last arc, and Naruto Shippuden is not made. Like people will say that like it could. People say that because like they think about it used to be about ninjas, which is true, but like the Pain arc was still good. Like y'all can't that stretch with like the Itachi versus Sasuke Pain and the Sasuke raid on the 5 Kage, something like that's a crazy stretch. Like, but definitely I'm heavily disagree.
No, I agree. There has not been a well-written manga / anime death.
Okay. Let me think. Dragon Ball. I'm disagreeing. No, wait, I'm disagreeing. What the heck? No, because I'm thinking like Naruto, like Zabuza. I think he had like a well-written like death. Like you could, like I can see what they're trying to say, like with like some newer gen anime where it's like certain characters kind of get off. No, because JJK, like not me. That was that was fine. Like nah, like JJK can be really. That's another. Something that's gonna be talked about in the video. Like,
we've been speaking about that a lot in terms of, I don't know if you read the manga, but
I saw
that the ending is trash.
Like I'm gonna say the thing. It's not, it's not trash, but it's like you kind of like you see like the last like 10 chapters or so. You're kind of.
No spoilers for people, but yeah.
No. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like the way people were defending some of the things in the manga, that like I'm like, yo, like I know for a fact in my heart of hearts that if this were like a different anime, like if this were like Deku and Bakugo, like this is My Hero, y'all would be hating on it. So I'm like, this is just, it's biased. It's just biased. Like obviously the fans are gonna be biased towards it, but y'all are just blind. Like, y'all are just blinding yourselves to what you're seeing. So
I mean, one of my hot takes is, and I don't even know if this is a hot take, but I think My Hero Academia is better than JJK as a full package.
What?
Yeah. Now let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. When JJK first started, amazing, auxiliary, fighting, great, action-packed, blah blah blah. But I don't think JJK has as many levels as My Hero Academia does when it comes to storytelling. You look at the different themes in My Hero Academia in terms of child abuse. You look at the whole parental aspect of rearing children and Endeavor's story. You look at how what's his name again? The guy with the finger hand on his face. Shigaraki. You look at how his childhood came up and the reason why he is what he is today. I think My Hero Academia has a lot more depth. Now, I think people see it as just this high school anime with kids with powers, yay! But there are I'm not saying it's a dark anime, like it's not darker than JJK in terms of its setting, but I think there are some relatable themes that translate to the real world as relates to kidnapping, bullying, parental issues, depression, that people can almost like empathize with in the real world, or not me specifically, but people in general. Based on their like real life stories. JJK in terms of fighting and animation, the best. Like honestly, My Hero does not touch it. But if you think of it as a whole package, for me, I think My Hero is a better anime.
I think
that's just my hot take.
I think My Hero hate is kind of forced, like nowadays. But it's like I think I do agree. Like there are a lot of good themes in there. I just think in terms of like peak, like JJK, like Shibuya incident, like that arc. I don't think My Hero had an arc better than that.
I said a full package. I didn't say one specific entity. I think a full package. But yeah, you're right.
Like,
Shibuya arc is one of the best arcs ever.
I'm at the point with JJK, where it's like, I don't want to, I've looked past like the hype of like some of the fights that are happening, and I'm like looking at it as a full thing. It's like, if the rest of the story was like Shibuya, where like the themes, but like the interactions and themes between like Mahito and Yuji, like that, like if it continued like that for the rest of it,
yeah.
But after it, like in the arc following Shibuya, the fights are still really good, but like I'm gonna say like the story's kind of like Shibuya's like here, and then the next arc's kind of like it comes back down to earth. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So it's like.
But I heard there's apparently the best fight hasn't happened yet. I don't read the manga, but people in our Discord have been saying that the best fight is yet to come.
Oh yeah, no,
it's just that the story is going down.
The best fights have not come yet. Not at all, not at all. But it's like, I think I think JJK is better, but I think it's a lot closer than people like to think. Like, because the thing is nowadays, the thing is JJK is like it's like omega popular, so it's like. When I see people like comments like nah I hate like they hate on My Hero or whatever, and I'm like, you're probably a like since there's so many of like JJK fans, like solely JJK fans, like it's just like, oh, you're probably just a Jujutsu Kaisen fan who be hating on My Hero. That's what I'd be thinking at this point. Like that's the thing. Like they're like anime is like it's such a weird, like not weird space right now, but it's like there's typically like out of every generation, there's typically like one standout Omega popular one like right now. Like I think Down to Down is like really popular. Jujutsu Kaisen is extremely popular. One Piece obviously is extremely popular.
8.
Yeah, Kaiju number 8. It's like
good. Solo Leveling, amazing.
Yeah, like it's like you're seeing like them like just be like so like they. I don't want to say not infest. They infest things. They infest a lot of discourse, especially now because since it's so mainstream. A lot of people just be saying stuff, and they probably they just be saying things, and it's just like, what? You just get confused. Like what? So I don't know.
But one thing I don't like for people to do is just gatekeep. So I appreciate some people be saying wild things as well, but I think it's great that people are coming into the anime community and so on and so forth. I do feel like you mentioned back in the day when people would be like, oh, what's you watching the real? You watch this, blah blah blah. Like it's funny because Dragon Ball Z would be the only one where people would admit that man watch Dragon Ball Z, but when you say another Yu-Gi-Oh or something, waste man or like this guy's a nerd.
I love watching you. Oh yeah, no, maybe okay, maybe I did watch more anime. I don't even think of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon as anime, but I used to love watching those.
It's true. Yeah, I used to watch it as well. Yeah, there's so much cartoons on Cartoon Network that were anime that I didn't even realize.
Yeah, nah.
So yeah, I mean Pokemon being one of the biggest ones.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, they disguised a lot of things, huh? Shoot.
Yeah. Bleach has better villains than Naruto.
Yeah.
Disagree. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm like Bleach villains are good. Like Aizen is really good. Yuha Baha or Yuha, however you say. I say Yuha in video, but I'm pretty sure it's like Yuha Baha or something like that. It's like, huh? Oh, Urahara.
Which one are you talking about? You're talking about Bleach.
Yeah, Bleach, like the newest one.
Yeah. One of the Arancars. Urahara.
No. I'm talking about
Espada,
in the newest arc.
In the new one. Oh, okay, sorry, I was talking about the old one.
Yeah, no, I'm still disagreeing because I think Madara, Pain, Obito. Gaara when he was villain, like Orochi, like I think a lot of the maybe Orochimaru's a menace. I think a lot of those are like very, very like top tier. So it's like plus Naruto villains. I explained it in my last video where it's like Naruto villains like they have like interesting enough philosophies to the point where it's like I can kind of see where you're coming from. This world made you this way, blah 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 blah. Bleach, a lot of the villains like they're kind of like more so like challenging Ichigo's like values and what he believes. So it's like they're like Bleach villains are good, obviously, but it's like I don't think they're better than Naruto. I don't know.
1,000 Year Blood War is the best anime adaptation ever.
Whoa. Okay. I low key
agree or disagree.
I low key might agree with that because
okay,
but the only reason why I might agree with that is because the manga for Bleach, it got like the author had to rush it out, so it kind of seems really scuffed. So it's like now he actually has the chance because he's working on the anime now. Now he actually has the chance to like do what he wanted to do. Yeah. So it's like technically like since it's in his actual vision now, technically you could say it's the best adaptation. I might agree with that, to be honest. Like because I can't off the top of my head, I can't like because Dragon Ball Super, that was in manga. That's its own thing at this point. Naruto.
Was it Super in manga?
Super was a manga, but the thing is, the anime was ahead up until after the before like the Universal Survival Saga. Like the anime was ahead, so it was just doing its own thing. Like in the manga, like Hefla fights Gohan in Tournament of Power. So it's like you see, it's very different very different, but different in the manga. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, I can't think of like One Piece. I'm definitely not giving it to One Piece in the anime because the pacing. If the pacing was good, on One Piece, it was fine. It'd be fine.
The pacing is terrible. I can't wait for the One Piece that comes out on Netflix. So the pacing issues are going to be solved, and I get to enjoy it all over again. This guy.
It'll probably be a lot. It's probably gonna be a lot shorter. Like people are gonna be, oh man, I know they're gonna be memes of people like, oh, 1,000 episodes. Blah, blah. No, it's probably gonna be like 400, 500 because. You could shorten it down a lot.
I mean, there's a lot of walking in slow motion and stuff like that in One Piece.
Yeah.
And then literally, they're walking for like 10 minutes, then it's to be continued. You're like, what the hell? That's why I went to the manga, because it's like, this is ridiculous.
Yes, no. There's like in Eni's lobby, there's like multiple like 7-minute recap. Like you go into the episode, the episode starts and it's 7 minutes and the ending's like 2 minutes. So it's like you got like
you got like
11 minutes of actual content. So it's like you look at that. I don't know about this. Yeah, manga for One Piece is like, I don't want to say.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree. I wouldn't say that was the best. I haven't read enough manga to say, so I will. But I know that some people in our Discord disagreed. So, like I mentioned, some of these are quite wild, but some of them are reasonable. This one might be a wild one for you, or you might feel like it's true. Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul is a better MC than Luffy.
Like I didn't watch Tokyo Ghoul. I just know about it from people. But it's like I'm just gonna go out and say no. Like I think, like I'm probably just disagree, but I think Luffy. No, I don't think he's overrated as an MC. But like when people be saying like, it's obviously, I think these are just hyperbolic statements. I think when people say, I hope they are, when they're like, oh, he's the best character of all time. Well, shut up. He's not. Like I don't like in fiction.
Who?
No,
Luffy?
no.
No.
Like I can't get behind.
I wouldn't even. We said on the podcast, Luffy's boring. He's not even one of my top 5 MCs.
Nani?
Like I don't. It's one of those things where it's like I see where people are coming from, but like I think it's also a thing where it's like, since the One Piece fan base is so large, you're gonna see a lot more people saying it than you'd like normally do for like a regular anime. So you kind of get confused. You're kind of like, I get confused. I'm like, I really think he's like this crazy. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm not missing anything. I just think like people just, they don't overrate him. It's just a lot of people glazing him.
Yeah. And let me clarify. When I say maybe he's funny in his stupid way, so maybe not boring, but I wouldn't say he's like a very interesting MC. That's what I mean in terms of like top 5. I think there's more characters who are more interesting than say Luffy. Him and Ichigo is the same. I don't feel Ichigo is like an interesting MC. He's just a teenager who's basically glum and.
Bleach is one of my favorites. So.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna hate me then, because Bleach not my top 20 anime. Nope.
Yeah, that's tweak. That's tweaking right there.
Okay, let's go for it. So we did an episode about this.
Yep.
We did an episode about this in terms of all of anime, not just shonen. It's in my top 10 shonen anime. When you talk about all of anime, Bleach is not. Think about 47% of Bleach was fillers.
What? Nah. Oh no. Just skip the filler. Skip the filler. Nah. Just skip the filler. Just skip the filler. Nah.
But I'm not saying it wasn't a great. But look, I don't want to. I can't go through all the lists because I did this as an episode on our podcast. I went because we have a friend, Chris, massive Bleach fan, like maybe as big a fan as you, or just more even. He loves Bleach, and he was like, we'd always argue, and we literally, because of him, we made an episode, and I went through 20 anime, which I considered better than Bleach. So I had Attack on the Titan in there. I had Ranking of Kings in there. I had Pluto in there. I had, what else did I have in there? I had JJK in there, but I think JJK was like 18, 19.
Heck, no, JJK is not better than Bleach. Heck,
I mean,
it's that.
Do you know what I did? Do you know what I would revise though? 1,000 Year Blood War has made me think otherwise in terms of, because I didn't, like you mentioned, it was rushed. So now that they brought 1,000 Year Blood War back and they're kind of doing that, I want to finish that and then do another full assessment, because I love 1,000 Year Blood War. That is amazing.
This is insane.
That is amazing.
You need to watch 1,000 Year Blood War to crack the top 20. This is insane. I won't lie. That's actually one of the. She might be the craziest thing I heard. That might be the craziest thing I've heard. Actually, that's a lie.
Like. And if you want, when we finish this, I'll send you the list I did, because I put it down in terms of all the anime I thought. Some might obviously be up to subjection or up to opinions. But I think even when I went through my co-host who was on the podcast as well, most of them were like, yeah. Some of them were just out of respect. So like Dragon Ball Z, I wouldn't necessarily say is better than Bleach, but out of respect in terms of what it's done for the culture and so on and so forth, I put it in my like top 20 animes.
Wait, you said you put JJK over you put My Hero over it too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think that's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. Yeah. No.
I do, man. I do. I think. Okay, name me other than the what's it called arc, Soul Society. Name me a great arc in Bleach where you're like Ed.
The fake car Kuratown arc, where like that's when like the Aizen fight starts. That arc was good. I wouldn't. I could understand. I'm like, even the Irangar arc had Ichigo and Grimjaw, like that dynamic. The Ichigo versus Fiora, that dynamic. A lot of those other fights were kind of.
It had moments for sure. It had peak moments. Oh, don't get me wrong. Like I remember, I went crazy when Ichigo went Vaste Lord. Like
I think the Soul Society arc, arc, and the 1,000-Year Blood War. My hero cannot touch. My hero cannot touch.
That's the thing. This is pre. This is. Let me clarify. This is 3,000-Year Blood War when I was saying all this. So it might change. Because you have to remember there was a 7-year, or how long is the gap between when Bleach finished and 1,000-Year Blood War? It's a massive gap.
I think Bleach ended in like 20.
I think 2013, 2014, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
around
even
that
later
time.
than that, maybe.
Around that time, because I don't remember it being in like 2015. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah,
so
like
I think
early.
It was like 2012,
so it's been a
2013.
while. But yeah, I love 1,000-Year Blood War. So I mentioned that with a caveat that with excluding 1,000-Year Blood War, which maybe is not fair. So and I messaged my friend, Chris. I was like, you know what, 1,000. He basically said, watch 1,000-Year Blood War, come back, and I was like, fine. So that's with a caveat. That's with a little asterisk. But yeah, there's a lot of many, like talking about all the categories, seinen, comedy, shonen. Like there's a lot of categories of anime which are really good. So in terms of your top 20, and I'd like people listening just to do that. Write your top 20, because one thing I've done in the last, say, 7 years is try not to be too much of shonen. I've tried to branch out of shonen. And there's like some really good anime out there, which you're like, It's hard to compare, obviously, because they're two different entities, but yeah, that's the way I see it. So
that list is probably I'm being mad calm right now, but that list is probably like the craziest thing I'll ever see. Like, because like I can only see like a couple.
Let me see if I've got it here.
I can only see like a couple shonen anime.
But I think that's the thing. I'm not talking about just shonen.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
About all anime.
Like even then, like if you have like 5, like you already have Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero in there. Neither of them are better than Bleach. So it's like already it's done there. Already it's done there.
A few moments later.
Okay, here we go. So here's my top 20, right?
Okay.
Here's my top 20 anime. This is obviously subjective. So basically, I have 3 that never move. And this is just more so, and we've done an episode about this in terms of subjectivity versus objectivity in terms of what your best animes are. Because some people just might do it from an emotional standpoint. So for example, we know that Dragon Ball Z does not have a better story than, say, One Piece. But some people might have it over One Piece because from a, like I said, an emotional thing. So
yeah,
just
that's like your favorites versus like the best.
Yeah,
like, I separate.
Yeah. So this is no order. One Piece, Hajime no Ippo. These are top 20. Ghost in the Shell, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
We're considering Avatar anime.
Yeah, Avatar is an anime.
Okay.
Oh, that was going to be my next one. Is Avatar is not an anime. We'll come back to that because I think Avatar is an anime. Ranking of Kings, Hunter x Hunter, Death Note. What, you don't think Hunter x Hunter is better than Bleach?
I don't think Death Note's better than Bleach. I'll tell you that.
Right,
but I don't think
enough.
Hunter is like
whoa. What?
I think Bleach is like really good.
No, that's fine. You might be a diehard Bleach fan, hence why none of these will be like. But Death Note, Naruto, Psycho Pass. This one's a bit of a cheat, Sword and a Stranger, which is a film, so that's kind of a cheat. Prince of Tennis, I love my sports anime. Megalobox, Eden of the East, My Hero Academia, Samurai Champloo, The Great Pretender, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Mob Psycho 100.
Hey,
Code
Geass. Wait. But
hey,
pause everything. No, you tried to sneak that one. You were like, I have JJK over, I have My Hero over. Those are no. You tried to sneak a Mob Psycho in there. That's crazy. That's insane. That's insane.
Code Geass, Prison School, Kaiji. Have you seen Prison School?
I've seen I haven't watched the full thing.
Nah,
I know
you
it's
gotta watch it, bro. It's so good. It's so good. Kaiji. I don't know if you've seen the gambling anime Kaiji. Great gambling anime. All right, now the next one is more. This one this one's more of an emotional one. So this one is a bit bad, but Zoids. But that's more of an emotional one. I don't know if you ever saw Zoids.
No, I've never saw it.
That was really good. But people will probably lambast me for that because it's technically not better than Bleach, but that was more of an emotional one. And then Cowboy Bebop and Attack on Titan. So those were my top 20.
It's like what's it called? Hunter. I feel like that's more debatable than people like to say. But like other than that, like there's some where I just clearly think you're flat out wrong. The other ones, like I've either I haven't seen it or it's like you got it. Like, I'm not gonna try and argue. But like My Hero, Jujutsu Kaisen, Mob Psycho, get them out of there. Get them out of there. That's for sure. That's easily for sure. That's easily that's like as easy as 2 + 2. Bleach. Worse than Mob Psycho.
This is pre-time 1,000-Year Blood War.
Even then, what?
Oh gosh. All right, so Avatar is not an anime, right? You said you don't think it is. The reason why, and we've had debates about this as well in terms of I think anime. You know, the origins of anime is that anime is something that's created in Japan and then exported to other countries, hence why it's called anime. But we also know that anime is a style. So in the same way that you make hip hop and New York originated in hip hop originated in New York, but it can also now be in UK, it can be in Japan, it can be somewhere else. You wouldn't call Japanese hip hop not hip hop because it's been done in Japan. In the same way, you wouldn't say something like, and this is just my rationale, I'm happy to hear your thoughts on this, but I think if something is true to the style of the specific element or entity, in this case anime, if I'm doing anime style here, just because I've created it here doesn't mean it's not anime. So that's the way I see Avatar. It looks like, it may not be anime, but it looks like and is done in the style of anime. It kind of, so that's why I think it's anime.
I get what you're saying. It's just it's the fact that like I think it just has anime elements, and the fact that like the story structure is like I don't think it's anywhere. Not to say I don't think it's anywhere near. That's a lie. But I think it's more like regular like cartoon story-ish, more so than like anime. I don't know. I also just think
but
maybe
remember,
No, you go.
It is an art style, and yes, you know, it might be that quote-unquote definition anime is something that has been created in Japan by Japanese artists, and therefore, but I personally don't think so. I think if I'm an English person and I just go to Japan and I create an animation or anime, does that then mean that this is anime because I created it in Japan as opposed to, say, the United States or the United Kingdom? So that's the way I see it. I think it's a debatable one, but that's
I think that's very debatable. Like, I think that's one of the more very debatable topic. Like I'm not like against calling Avatar an anime, like, but it's like I think RDC World, the one, you know, RDC World.
Yeah, of course.
They had him like they were talking about like Avatar, like there was like a joke in one of like the anime houses or something like that where Avatar was trying to join like it's one of those things. I think you could also like at that like Teen Titans also it had no. I think Teen Titans is closer to one having anime elements or like some of like the comedic moments, but not like I don't think it's completely anime style at all. I think it's just more like that's a more cartoon style with anime elements where it's like, oh, like they'll have like they'll to depict anger, like they'll have like the thing, like they'll have like, you get what I'm saying, like no.
I get. Yeah, and of course, there's features of anime which are very tropes that you can totally identify. Oh, this is an anime versus this is a Western cartoon. But when you speak to a Japanese person, anime is just cartoons. So I think I was watching Trash Taste podcast and they brought some guy animated to it, and he was just saying that the way they see Dexter's Laboratory or I don't know, My Hero Academia or whatever, it's all cartoons. Anime for them is just cartoons. But here we kind of not pedestalize it, but we see it different.
Yeah, we separate.
Which I get it, because they are kind of like two different things, especially when it's a Western and a Japanese cartoon. You can definitely see the differences.
Yeah.
But I think we're getting to a point where they're all coming like meshed and like intertwined, like something like Invincible. It doesn't look like anime, but it's got a decent story behind it as well now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Invincible's good. Vinland Saga is better than the Berserk.
Do I mean, I don't even know how I feel about. I guess.
Have you seen both of them, or have you read the manga for Berserk?
I've seen like most of Berserk. I have not seen Vinland Saga, but like I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say I disagree.
Yeah. That's
it's
a
like,
big fact disagree. Yeah.
Like it's like that's the thing. Like Vinland Saga had its like run where everyone was talking about it during season 2. So it's like I don't really know. Like it's like it could. What my friends tried to get out, Vinland Saga is better than Film of the Alchemist Brotherhood. I had to shut that down because like I don't think that's true whatsoever. But like I don't know. I don't want to. Because like if you asked me this question like a year and a half ago, I would have hated on Vinland Saga because I'm like, it's overrated. Y'all just be saying stuff. He's like the Thorfinn, like blah blah blah. But it's like, probably not. Unless there's something crazy stuff happening in the manga or whatever. Right? Probably.
I mean, I disagree with that firmly. Berserk is crazy. Like honestly, it's one of the best. Chopper has the best backstory across all big 3 anime.
That was already gonna be like even if you said it was amongst the Straw Hats, that was already gonna be bad. Like that was amongst the Straw Hats, I was gonna be like, no, heck no. And then you said big 3. What?
Basically, we have a guy who I don't know if he's doing. I don't think he's doing. I think he's serious because basically in our Discord, you can't just say these things and not come back with rationale. So when people do put these wild takes in the Discord, they come up with the rationale. I can't remember the rationale for this, but
there's no rationale. You don't need it. Don't think about it too much. There's no rationale.
This is wild.
Like it. Like I think Sanji has a better backstory than Chopper. Robin has a better backstory than Chopper. Frankie has, in my opinion, has a better backstory than Chopper.
I mean, Chopper's backstory is quite sad and the whole thing.
I think Frankie's was better though. I like Frankie's more.
Yeah, Frankie's was good. But all big 3 anime? No, I don't think so.
No,
but
no.
I don't.
He just wanted to say something. They just wanted to say something.
But yeah, for sure. But I think I can't remember his rationale. But yeah, nah, that's wild. Ratatouille is a mecha anime.
Skip. I'm not even wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time with that.
Fan service is not needed in anime.
Oh, I agree heavily. I agree. I like because like what's it called? It's the way most of it is executed. Like half the time it's like a high school girl, and the other half it's like the completely unnecessary. Like it's like freaking Fire Force, like so much of it. Like
that is so bad.
Like
Fire Force, 7 Deadly Sins, those are bad.
I don't think there's as much fan service in Fire Force as people may expect. I say that, and then like I look at a clip, and it's just like it's only the craziest part is it's only one character too. She's the only reason why.
She's always the one that falls down and her panties are showing, and it's like why?
It's literally one clip. It's like one scene. She's like, "Oh guys, I'm gonna go cook for us," and then the other girl's like, "Oh yeah," they go together. 30 seconds later, she comes back naked in an apron. What? Like how does that happen? That gets me so like it's just like you watch it like, okay, there's like what do you?
But I mean, it's one of those things where I've seen articles where people are saying get rid of fan service, so on and so forth. There's yes and no. The reason why I think we can't. These are the Japanese people. This is their medium. This is how they want to portray stories. I think you're right. Obviously we can't say, oh, you should be doing this. This is their medium. Maybe this sound. I can't speak for Japanese people. I know we have Japanese listeners. But one thing that I do think is this. The way they do it sometimes is just wild. Like the Meliodas one where he just goes and grabs her breast.
That's insane. Like that's just insane.
It's just mad.
You know, I know there's like there's a difference in culture, but like that's just like.
I'm not saying that is their culture, by the way.
Yeah,
Japanese
like
listeners.
yeah,
I
think that's just like
It's just
an
wild.
author thing where it's like, okay.
I think obviously because shonen as well, targeted market is like boys from like 12 to like 16 or so. Obviously that's gonna sell the show and so on and so forth. So they might put that in there because a 12-year-old is like,
Yeah.
like, you know.
But like
whereas
when
you
you're
get
like,
more mature and you're like, what is this? So
you're like 20.
you're a 12-year-old, you can't tell me nothing. I want to like, but
like,
yeah.
It starts to get like,
Yeah,
why
of
are we
course,
doing
of
this?
course. The only ones that I find somewhat plausible is the ones where it's almost like cat and mouse, where like Master Roshi or what's his name, Jiraiya Sensei, the ones where they're trying to have a peak or something like that, but they fail or they can't make it or they can't almost like see the treasure, as it were, kind of thing. It's just more kind of a playful thing, and then Bulma's always hitting Master Roshi and so on and so forth. If there's a comedic element to it whereby it's cutting tension, then I think that's kind of fine for me. But the ones that are just like no need,
Roshi used to be tweaking, bro. Like he would just go straight up huss and like grab him. And it's like, it's like, oh,
he's mad, yeah. But he always got his just desserts. Bulma would knock him the hell out.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, which is funny. So yeah, that was funny. Slime season 1 is better than Demon Slayer season 1.
I didn't.
Do you know
watch.
what? Actually, okay, fine.
I was gonna say
watch Slime, I like Slime a lot, and Demon Slayer. People know my views on that. I think it's carried by the animation. It's somewhat decent.
Demon Slayer is like low key, like the punching. It's like turning into a punching bag, low key, kind of like Dragon Ball. And
I don't think so, because every time I go conventions, it's still like the number one cosplay anime.
What's
honestly,
it called? I feel like it's low key becoming like not privilege. I feel like a lot of people like hate like I think I put up a poll where it's like, oh, is Demon Slayer carried by animation or something like that? Or I think I mentioned Demon Slayer one time. They say, yo, trash anime, this, that. I'm like, yo, y'all really don't like it. Yeah, people don't be rocking with Demon Slayer. Like from what I I think I don't want to say like casual, because like that's like that makes, I feel like that's a negative connotation, but it's like a beginner. It's a good beginner.
Yeah.
So it's like
for sure.
People like you get into it more.
Yeah, and I think that's probably why. Because I mean, there's still obviously some adults, but you know, more kids are like most likely to dress up. Although I do need to cosplay. I haven't done it yet. Have you cosplayed before?
No, I think the concept of like the costume part is like low key cool. Like I just like thinking like, dang, like cosplay in general like has like a good, like it has like a, I feel like if it's, as long as people aren't moving walky or whatever, like it's cool. Like I'm like thinking, I'm like, yo, like dressing up like me and like my man's like we dress by like Gamma 1 and 2 or whatever. Like I think that would be kind of cool, like something like that. So it's like there's like a, I don't know, it just seems like a lot for it to do also.
It is a lot of work. But I'm keen to try and do one day. I think the closest I've done is just the Naruto headband. So
yeah,
I need to.
That's the easiest one, like the Naruto headband.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. JJK greater than AOT. I think we can all agree that's a disagree.
What?
So we can move on. I know someone wrote that. I know. I love the way you set up.
That's
yeah, insane. AOT for me is the best anime in the last decade. Obviously the pauses were a bit annoying in terms of how long it took for the seasons to come back, and they'd be still milking it. But in general, as a solid set, as an anime, if you watched it from say now when everything's out, from start to finish, an amazing anime. Amazing. In my opinion. I don't know what you think, but it's an amazing anime.
Wait, that's your take?
No, that's not my take. I was saying no. I was saying JJK is an amazing. I'm not JJK. Sorry, AOT is an amazing anime. If you take it from
because
come on.
No, because I was like,
did I make a mistake and say JJK? Sorry if I did.
No, because I know. Okay, I mean like 14. That's the last game was 2015. Maybe it's because I'm a hater. I'm not an AOT hater. It's just like I'm like,
yeah.
I'm so, anytime someone says something's like the best, like so
yeah.
I'm like hesitant. I'm like, AOT is one of those things where it's like I'll always say this, like I cannot recommend someone to do that like off, like if you're new to anime, I cannot recommend AOT for you, because like you're gonna be like, you start to become not like privileged, but you're like, you can become really snarky if you watch AOT first time. Like, oh, you watch My Hero, like, oh man, oh, this isn't as good as AOT. The foreshadowing is not there. It's like, all right, bro. Like it's just like people can get really annoying. Like, but it's like I'm not gonna go crazy if you say that. It's just like I gotta hesitate, like, because like there's still things like One Piece, Full Metal, in terms of like great, like I think there's still just, I don't think Full Metal ended in like 2013, but that's neither here nor, like, you get the point. It's like there's a lot of other things that are like up there, but it's like AOT is just really good. So it's like I can't argue. It's hard for me to argue it, but I want to argue it, because it's just like you can't say it. You can't say it so easily. Like when people, that's my problem with like when people just like say something like, oh yeah, it's like water comes from the sky. Like you just say it so easily. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. AOT is the best of all time. It's like, okay, that's
if someone told me that's the best, I'll take it. It's not for me, but I'll take it. Like the last 10 years, it was the best anime. I'm not gonna lie. One Piece was great. One Piece will always be the of all time. But the last 10 years for me, AOT, especially obviously without the pauses, because I think that kind of ruined it for people, especially like my brother who started it and then he just couldn't be asked to get back because it took like 2-year hiatus and blah blah blah. But you watch it from back to beginning. I mean, from start to beginning, and it's an insane, amazing anime.
In the past 10 years, I can give it to them. Yeah, past 10 years, I can give that to you, because they're lucky Marine Ford. They're lucky Marine Ford and Saba Odi wasn't released in that. No, because that's a generational.
It's true.
No,
that is generational.
This is a bit off topic, but that was like a generational run, like for anime. It was like the big ridiculous. The big three was recent. It was like the Pain arc or something. It was like the Pain arc, Marine Ford, and like the middle of the Arankar arc, or with like Aizen and stuff like that. It was like insane, and it was like the crazy part. It was like back to back days. Like you gotta release it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's an insane run. That was.
Oh my gosh, those good times, man. Amazing. I'm telling you, good times. Villains are better characters than heroes, MCs, and anti-heroes.
Anti-heroes, I don't know about that. But villains can't. I know, because I disagree, because it's always dependent on what it is. Because you can have a bad villain, like, very easily. Like I don't know if you watch the CW Flash, like there were a lot of bad villains.
Yeah,
there.
I watched that.
Yeah. Oh, don't like that. That's a whole. Like there's a reason why I am the way I am today. Like why I get so frustrated with things, and it's because of that show. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, like you can have bad villains. You got bad villains and good. I don't like. You can't say generally. Because like, are we gonna say like, I don't know, like is Cell, like Perfect Cell from Dragon Ball Z, is he a better character than like, I don't know, Luffy or whatever? I don't know, like it's not things like that. It's like it just depends on the right. I think Cell is a good villain, but it always depends on like how you the author. So I think anti-heroes have the highest capacity to be like best written though. I think.
No, I hear that, because they can almost have like a conflict, and you don't know if like they can kind of polarize people, because someone like Stain in My Hero Academia, yes, he's doing wrong, but you can see his intentions regarding like heroes trying to just do it for the clout, and he wants heroes like All Might who are pure and noble in terms of their intentions. So yeah, I can see what you mean by that. Blue Rock is overrated.
Hey man, that's season 2. The animation, from what I heard, I see the animation, like I'm seeing like Apple Watch transitions, like just terrible stuff. I'm like, hey, are they onto something? I don't know. I don't. Blue Lock is like, I don't. It's really popular, like really popular. I think it was the second one. I think it was either that or One Piece that got more sales or something like that. But it's like. They said overrated sports anime, overrated anime.
No, Blue Rock is overrated just as an anime. Blue Lock.
Hey man, just to start controversy, I just might agree with that one. Just to start some controversy, I just might agree with that one.
Season 1 was amazing. Yeah, I think season 2 is the animation is, especially as a person who likes football in America, as you call it, soccer. Season 1 was amazing. I mean, season 2 is all right. I mean, the animation has apparently they rushed them, so I think obviously the manga might be obviously better than the anime. So I think people should read the manga if they're really frustrated about Blue Lock, because sometimes the animation is not down to the anime studio. You know, they're rushed.
Yeah,
we won't get into whole free map and stuff like that, but it's a lot. The JJK Shibuya arc is the greatest shonen anime arc ever.
Disagree.
Yeah.
Disagree. Even though, like,
I think this is someone who watched it and just got gassed.
in theory, like, that's not a crazy, like when I say like disagree so easily, I'm not saying like it's crazy for you to believe that, but it's like, I don't think
it depends on how much anime you've watched as well. Yeah,
like, because like there's like, you can't, like, that's why when if someone like said that, like, so, like, someone said that, boom, they like Shibuya easily, blah 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 blah. I'm like, yo, how can you say that so easily? Pain Invasion arc, Marineford, what's it called? L versus Light. I forgot what that arc's name is, but L versus Light in Death Note. What's it called? The last arc on Code Geass, 1,000-Year Blood War, the Soul Society arc, Saving Sasuke arc or whatever. There's so many arcs.
There's so many.
AOT, Return to Shingashina, the Chimera Ant arc. Like, there's so many things.
I might do a podcast on this, actually. This is good.
No, there are a lot of good arcs like that. People, I don't, because I think like Return to Shingashina, like that arc, like that's like the first, not the first arc, but that's one of the arcs where I'm like, I was actually like feeling that. I was like, yo,
which one? Sorry,
like the arc. Like season 3 of AOT, like that last half where they return. I was watching that joke. Like, I'm pretty sure that season is also one with the highest rated episode, where it's like when Levi goes to fight the Beast Titan for the first time. That's like the highest rated episode. That
was peak. Yeah, that was amazing.
That was and the Chimera arc, the Chimera Ant arc. That also made that I was feeling things too. I was like the ending of it where it was like Meruem and Komugi, like I was
playing,
I was like, damn.
I don't know why people don't like that arc, and people be like, that's the worst arc in Hunter x Hunter. I'm like, what?
People hate people.
What?
It's weird. People, no, see, I heard someone say they found it boring. I'm like, what? I was like,
what were you watching?
No, it's that arc. People also don't like Greed Island. Like my friend,
I love Greed Island.
I like it too. Island. My friend will always say, she said, skip Greed Island. He said, they'll say, someone like, I'm watching Hunter x Hunter. He said, yeah, watch all that. Skip Greed Island. I'm like, yo, it was good. I like Greed Island a lot.
I do as well.
Actually, maybe Hunter's probably better than Bleach. Oh,
wait. Hey, come on, it is. I'm saying it now. I know you love Bleach, but for me, it's the only thing about it is that it hasn't been finished, but otherwise,
that's that, and that's what I'll use to hold against it. At least Bleach has an ending. Whoa.
Oh, I know this. Click on the next video before he lets it off. Impeccable form, by the way, and the Hunter x Hunter drip is get out of there. It's still there though. Yes, but in his mind, it's gone.